Hey everybody, welcome to Candy Coated Conversations. It's your girl Candace here and joined by my co-host Tamika, heavy on the Scott. Hey Tamika, how are you
Hi,
this evening?
hi, Candy. Hi, Chad. How are you, Candy? I'm good.
Ooh, yes, 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 yes. I'm laughing. I see a comment by Cassandra on Instagram real quick that had me laughing. Hey, let's see who's early bird in here today. Look, Sharon is always here on time. Hey Sharon, look, Sharon,
Hey,
put it
Miss
in the chat.
Sharon.
Put it on the chat, or if you want to come up and tell us about it. How was the event over? I believe it was over the weekend. If those of you that didn't know, Sharon sells flavored popcorns. She has a ton of flavors, like a ton of flavors, you guys. Yeah, tell us about how your event went. Uh, yeah, definitely want to know about that. So, hopefully that was a good time. And Tamika had her son's graduation last night. That went well, and he is excited about going to high school. So, anyways, hope everybody is just doing good. Let's just see. I kind of been on the move today, so let's see what's going on in our trending topics today. We're gonna start with the shade room and see. Oh, okay. Sure. Let me put this up here. Sharon said it went good. I have another on the 30th of this month. So now with so many events going on, Sharon, are you still taking orders right now? Or are you paused right now to do events? What's going on with that? And if you are taking orders still right now, give everybody the email. Put it in the chat. Y'all, it is hot as I don't know what in Texas right now today. It is hot. Okay, let me get into these topics. Okay. You see there's a comment for Jamari there and you, Tamika.
Miss Sharon said, "Congratulations, Mr. Scott. Get ready for high. Oh, Mr. Scott, get ready for high school. Yes, y'all. I'm actually ready for him to be in high school. Yes, I'm taking orders. Miss Sharon, can I get your email?
Yes, but we need the email. So let's start with this. Now, you guys know the other day there was a young lady that passed away, an aspiring rapper. She was signed under Gucci Mane's label, and her family has issued a statement. They're stating on behalf of Channing Nicole Larry, aka Enchanting, we are deeply saddened to announce the passing of our sweet and beloved daughter. She was so much to so many, but she was our daughter. She lived her life with grace and blessed so many with friendship, laughter, and love. We also appreciate everyone's respect of our family's privacy as we continue to navigate through this difficult loss. The cause of death has not yet been determined. Thanks again, the family of Enchanting Larry. Okay. So once again, condolences to this young lady. Definitely gone too soon. Um, yeah. So let's
That's
see
so
what else.
sad.
Yeah, let's see what else we have.
Hey, Voracious One. I hope you're doing well.
Hey, Voracious. Uh, Vito opens up about his relationship of how many years and says he waited to marry his wife until she became a mother. If she's a good mom, she's a good wife. What? What kind of backwards thinking is this? Let me play this, y'all.
Hi, Zanelda.
Yeah, I
Hey,
believe that
Zonalda. Nice to see you.
I'm
Okay.
crazy. I wanted to see if she's a good mom. If
Really?
she's a good mom, she's a good wife.
Hey,
Oh,
Coco.
Absolutely.
wow.
So I have my daughter. She's an amazing mom. She does everything to the T.
You
I
said
heard him.
if she's a good mom, she's a good wife.
Yep. I think that
You
she's.
believe that?
I do. Absolutely.
What?
Absolutely. I think that if she's
This is
a
not to take
But
any
it
no
wasn't
no
shade.
no
no
This
if
is not
she's
practice.
shade.
if
Now, is this not the crazy backward thinking that you gonna wait? You didn't know what type of qualities she had as a woman before you got her pregnant, and so what if she wasn't meeting your expectations as what you felt a mother should be doing? Then you wouldn't marry her. Hey, Coco. Hey, Daniel, and once again,
Hey,
Zanalda. Hope you guys are
Coco. Hey,
having a wonderful
Daniel.
day. We're almost to the weekend, you guys. Happy Thursday. Yes. So, I think that's kind of backwards thinking, and he putting that out there. But you know what? I've heard some weird men say things like that. Um, as well. Now look at this. Look at this. Drake faces lawsuit over trademark infringement by members only brand. What is he doing? Let's see, y'all. It says the owner of the popular 80s brand members only. Y'all remember those? Look, you might have to be a certain age before you remember those old school members only jackets. Y'all remember those if you're of
Yeah,
age
we
in the crowd?
remember.
Tamika, you don't know about that.
I do, and you
You
know that
don't
they're.
remember that.
I do. I'm not Candy. I am old. I'm not a young person, right? I'm an older person. But yeah, they do be having those jackets, and now they got it with like the little Looney Tune characters on it at Forever 21.
Oh my goodness. Okay, okay. Tamika proving she old. She proving she kind of an old head. Okay.
Cherry Blossom.
Hey, Cherry. So it says the owners of popular 80s brand members only are accusing Drake of misleading fans due to his popular song having the same name. Oh my God, they dragging it. JR Apparel, the company behind members only brand, has filed a lawsuit on Drake's Away from Home touring company on Tuesday, June 11th. According to Billboard, the owners of members only are accusing the Toronto artist of using members only in a way that would confuse buyers and merchandise supporters. Allegedly, this approach meant that Live Nation and the Away from Home failed to gather proper licensing for this type of consumerism. The touring company Away from Home advertised a t shirt with JR Apparel's members only logo on the front of the shirt during Drake's It's All a Blur tour. The attorney, you know, look, somebody in the comments said, Drake, this is not your year, baby. And I agree. Look, somebody else said, can y'all leave my man alone? Oh my goodness. Somebody else said Drake can't catch a break. Look, are they picking on Drake at this point, y'all? Are they picking on Drake? Hey, Cassandra. Look, Cassandra, you gotta let us know any updates. Do we
Hey,
have any updates?
Cassandra.
Or did you put a video up? Because if you put a video, girl, we're gonna show your video. You can talk us through it. Let us know. And welcome, Cherry Blossom. Nice to see you. Okay, so there's Drake. It is not Drake's year. So let me see. Now, y'all, they coming for Tyla. Y'all know that little singer with that water song. And so y'all know she's from, I believe, South Africa. So Tyla speaks out after refusing to answer question about her identity. Never denied my blackness. I don't know where that came from. Oh gosh. So it says Tyla has broken her silence and is addressing her heritage following her Breakfast Club interview. When Charlemagne the God asked her to explain her identity, she was quiet and her team advised him to skip the question. If you recall, last December, the controversy surrounding the water singer's identity occurred after she explained she was colored in an interview. Minutes ago, she addressed her Breakfast Club appearance by writing on her Instagram story. In South Africa, I would be classified as a colored woman, and in other places, I would be classified as a black woman. Race is classified differently in different parts of the world. Now, I will say this. Don't try to get this young lady caught up in American politics because that's not fair. And I believe she is telling the truth. In South Africa, where she's from, she would be categorized as colored. You know, um, Whereas in America, of course, we know with the one drop rules and things of that nature, they're going to call her black off the bat, but stop dragging people, unnecessarily. It's like the lady's not, denying her blackness. So this is what she says in her statement today. She says, yeah, guys, never denied my blackness. I don't know where that came from. I'm mixed with black, Zulu, Irish, Mauritian, and Indian, and colored. In South Africa, I would be classified as a colored woman. In other places, I would be classified as a black woman. Race is classified differently in different parts of the world. I don't expect to be identified as colored outside of South Africa by anyone not comfortable doing so because I understand the weight of that word outside of South Africa. But to close this conversation, I'm both colored in South Africa and a black woman. As a woman for the culture, it's and not or, with that being said, a zombie. Not sure what that means. Must be a South African thing. So let's see
Having
what
about
happened here.
your identity as a South African colored person. What does that even mean?
Can we, yeah, can we not, por favor?
Oh, I like that. We keeping that in the interview too.
Shut up, man.
I like when they talk from the back and say we can't. I like that. School me on these debates that they be having about your identity as a South African.
But here's the thing. I will say this. Now that I'm seeing this, what is hey voracious one? Did I say how to voracious one? Look, y'all, this he got me over here going crazy.
Yeah,
Um,
you did.
okay. So here's my thing. Tyla is a young woman. She's a young woman, but why don't you know what to say when someone asks you what you are? Why is that someone that you're turning your head to get somebody's direction on? That's what I'm not understanding on her part. That's a little odd to me that you would have to turn your head and if someone asks you, what do you identify as? Why do you have to get that from someone? That I'm not getting. And she's a young woman, but nobody should have to answer that for you. That's weird to me. Okay, so let's see. Hmm. So it says here, fans are left curious after Young Miami and JT are listed as individual artists and not the City Girls on Camila Cabello's upcoming project. Now, why y'all? They both been speaking about they're separated. They both have said that the City Girls is no more. At least I know for sure. I follow Young Miami a little bit more than JT, but Young Miami has clearly stated that they're not together, and just on the last project that they did together, they just weren't really vibing, and just as best that they just do their own thing. Nothing wrong with that. So
Wait,
let's
so they
see.
still beefing?
I don't really think they're beefing, but they're not a group any longer. Yeah, they're solo artists at this point. So yeah, they are solo. Now let's see. Now this is something that is worth talking about. It says the Supreme Court unanimously votes to preserve access to the abortion pill, um, permef- mifepristone. Mifepristone. So it says a win is a win for reproductive rights advocates. This morning, the Supreme Court rejected a lawsuit that sought to regulate access to the abortion pill mifepristone. Today's ruling will continue to allow the pills to be mailed to patients without an in-person doctor visit. The court ruled that the doctors and anti-abortion groups did not have a standing to sue. Mifepristone is a two-drug regimen used to end a pregnancy through 10 weeks gestation. It also permits non physicians, such as nurse practitioners, to prescribe it and to mail to patients. It says a Texas federal judge appointed by former President Donald Trump initiated this lawsuit along with anti abortion doctors and organizations. The intent was to pull mifepristone off the market entirely, arguing it was unsafe. So I definitely agree. A win is a win because you guys know in this climate, really are trying to take away women's rights in regard to their reproductive systems. They want to have basically men, controlling women's bodies and things like that. Hey, Witches Brew, how are you? Hey,
Hey,
Gangsta
witches,
Granny.
brew. Hey, gangsta
Oh, hold on, you
granny.
guys. Hold on, Gangsta Granny. You're in the hospital right now. What's going on? Are you okay? Put it in the chat if you can. We just want to know if you're doing okay. And I definitely will follow up with you after the show, but I hope you're feeling better, okay? Oh, goodness. Okay. So, you guys, that definitely is a win for women. Um, it's like I think some women stand. I mean, if you're a woman that is firm in your beliefs and you're, anti-abortion or anything like that, I definitely am for you feeling that way and things like that. But I think as a woman, you have to be for all women. That's how I am. If you're anti-abortion, by all means, you know how you solve that by never having an abortion. But don't try to regulate other women what other women have going on or what they could possibly be going through and why they need other services or make the decisions that they do. That's how I feel. Be an advocate for all women, which that means you have your right to do things that you feel are best for you, but let other women who feel like other they need other alternatives, let that be there for them, and let's not criminalize them for making a decision. My stance on abortion is that every woman may have a time where that's a decision that she needs to make for herself. And I am just an advocate for her being able to do it safely, you know, not not to be made to be a criminal, you know, and things of that nature. So I just think all and I want it to be a safe experience. You know, we've had a time in the past where, women that needed those type of services had to do it undercover and it wasn't always in a safe environment. And many women lost their lives due to that because it was unsafe and they had to go to different states or go to basically butcher shops with people just exploiting them because they were in a bad situation. And I definitely don't want to see America going backwards in regard to that. So I'm just an advocate for all women in whatever decision they feel they need to make at any particular time. Okay. Now, this is a little funny.
Hey,
This
that's what they said.
Hey, that's what they said. How are you, lady? So here's something a little funny, y'all. It says
Hey,
Young Thug's, yeah, because y'all know Young Thug's attorney got arrested and had to go to jail. That's right, Sharon. Like we're coming from a time in a space where women, who got found themselves pregnant, or in a bad situation, or using clothes hangers, mutilating themselves. We don't want that. We don't want that again. There's no need for it to be unsafe for women in that regard again. So you guys, please, I mean, think about other women. Your situation may be your situation, but and once again, I'm just reiterating, if you're against abortion, make sure that you never have one. How about that's all you need to do is make sure you never have that. But to take that from other women who that may be their only option, or there can even be something medically, but don't take the safety and the choice away from other women that may need that. Okay. Okay, now this is a little interesting. It says Reynolds. Now y'all know he used to be married to Star Jones. So Al Reynolds says he has always been honest when asked if his ex-wife Star Jones was aware of his sexuality. Okay, let's see what he's talking about.
Opinion is that I don't think it's this easy that it could be like, oh, I want to, stand in my truth. I just feel like there's so many moving factors around this.
Right, because look,
so
have
many
your
moving
opinion. I have
factors.
mine. No, but look, Al was married to Star.
That's
and
true, but never told.
Talking about how gay he is on this show. Did you come out and expose yourself to Star when you first got married?
For me, in my opinion, is that I don't. Oh my goodness, I have never been not truthful with anybody that I've been.
Oh, so Star knew she married a gay man.
I've talked about this on this platform before. I have always been very honest with all of my partners about my sexuality. When I date all of them, at the time that I date them, I've been very honest and open about my sexuality.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna end on that note.
Oh my goodness.
Look, did y'all hear that, or do I need to do replay it? She said, "Oh, hey, Bessie."
She said,
"Oh,
so Star, do you?"
Right." Also, Star knew she married a gay man.
That's too funny. She is
Lunel
funny.
is a mess. That's right, Sharon. She was on his neck. Oh, so Star knew she married a gay man. Okay. Look, do we need to have a show on that? Because I believe it's a lot of women that are marrying men that they know that are gay. And you know what? Let's be for real. There's women, I've known women that actively go after men and y'all know they gay. What's up with that? Look, do we need to talk about it, ladies? Look, that's gonna be one of next week's shows. Okay. Y'all like a metrosexual man. Ooh, okay, we're gonna talk about that. Okay. You know what? There's a YouTube couple that I follow, and I swear that man is gay. They're married. I'm whispering because yeah.
I'm trying to figure out why was you whispering too. I'm like, why is he whispering?
Because, look, is that a little taboo? Look, Tamika, you married. Let me not put you in it. Look, any single women in the chat, would you guys date a man that you knew was bisexual? Would you
Hell
marry a
no.
man that you knew was bisexual?
No.
Am I being old school in my thinking? Because I could look, I'll go there. Look, we can go there because I could be old school in my thinking. But me myself, I don't want to marry no man. I don't want to be in a relationship with a man that has had same sex relationships. I don't want that. But you may want that, and I'm not gonna knock you. Zanata says no. See, me no. It's a firm and solid no for me. Cause I don't know. Yeah, look, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
a hard no for me.
I know. Cassandra said, I ain't trying to catch nothing I can't get rid of. And look, it's hard enough
Yes.
out here when you out here windmilling, with these dang women. I gotta be out here what catching you and trying to make sure you ain't looking at a man too. I don't want to do that. It's too much. It's a no for me. It's just a solid no for me. And I know that there are some men that like to go both ways that are upset with that answer with that women say, but no, I don't know. Not me. Not me. Nope, 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 nope. And look, from the consensus in the chat, none of these ladies in this chat, we don't want no down low bisexual men either. Strictly dickly over here. That's We want, yeah. No, we don't want that. I don't get myself in trouble. Don't come for me. I love everybody. I just don't want if you switch and let me say this too. I think that people make the assumption that a lot of men want a bisexual woman, and really that's not true, you guys. Really, that is not true. And look, these days, these women will try to come for your woman. So I don't know. You got to make sure you know what's going on with people before you get yourself into a predicament. Mm-mm-mm. Look, that we're gonna have a show on that. We definitely gonna have a show on that. Okay, so here on the shade room, nothing new. So let's move on to neighborhood talk and quickly see what's going on over here. Cassandra, put it in the chat if you have something, any Chrisean updates. From what I could see, I will not lie. I was out and about today, so I really wasn't paying attention to anything. But I haven't seen it. The long and short of it is she's still incarcerated at this point. So, um, I don't think that there are any updates. So I'm trying to see really quickly here if there's anything new and good we need to look into. I'm just trying to make sure nothing. Yeah, and oh, here's something right here. I want to get y'all's opinion on this. So let's see. It says Iman Shumpert says his child support payments to Teyana should be changed since she makes more money than him. Teyana reportedly makes nearly 90K a month, while he makes nearly 50K a month. What y'all think about this? Now, I'm not gonna lie. If she makes more, I do think there needs to be an adjustment. What do y'all think? Let me read this.
Yeah, I think that that's all across. Oh, excuse me. I think that that's all across the board. Like, I think that it should be leveled equally according to your income.
Right. And you know what? I'm gonna say this, y'all. I'm gonna say this. I still hate that these two are getting divorced. I really wish they were reconciled. Oh. But let me say this. Look, as we talking about same sex, this or that, I really think deep at heart, Teyana is just gay, not bisexual. I think at heart she's just gay. And I think he knew this from the start. When we're talking about all this, it goes to men as well. Hey, Sip and Talk, what do you guys think?
Hey, Miss Londa.
I think
Hey, Miss Bessie.
yes. Hey, Bessie. Hey, Babs. I
Hey,
think
Miss
yes.
Babs.
Zanata. Yeah, Zanata says it too. She does like women, and it had always been said about her, even from back in the day. I think so. I really do think. I think at heart she's a lesbian. Um, and I think she's one of these ones that she liked him, but I think she does like women too. I think she does. And I don't know. Sometimes I don't know how long they can hold that in and be like, and trying to conform to what they think society is telling them to do. And I know that even as her being younger, I know that they used to throw that word around having to do with her a lot. And I kind of think that she just didn't want people saying that about her at that time. Tiana, keep in mind, Tiana's been around a long time. We have a certain group of celebrities that have been around for a certain amount of time that you may think that they're very open with their sexuality and coming out and things like that, but they really aren't. They're from a time and a place where black people especially kept that undercover. So let me read this story here. So it says it's no secret that Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert shocked everyone after announcing that they would be divorcing after 7 years of marriage. While the shock surrounding their divorce announcement has calmed down, the drama involved in it has not. According to TMZ, Iman is now asking that his child support payments be reevaluated due to the fact that Tiana makes nearly twice as much as him. Court documents obtained by the outlet has Tiana's gross monthly income before taxes at $93,885, while Iman's is listed as $47,981. If you can recall in Tiana's divorce filing, she alleged that Iman was jealous of her fame despite earning more than her due to being a professional athlete in the NBA. However, considering the fact that Iman hasn't played in the NBA since 2021, it appears some of those earnings have withered away. Iman says he's currently paying $8K a month in expenses for the former couple's two children. He also says he is willing to pay for major medical expenses. However, it seems like he doesn't want his monthly payments increased and believes they should be reevaluated due to the pay gap. Thoughts? I agree with him. I agree with him. I don't think that he's trying to be selfish and get out of taking care of his children, but I think he wants it to be a little fair. So let's get to the comments and see. Okay, so Zanata. Now, Zanata, are you talking in regards to Tiana's bisexuality? Because Zanata says, I think he thought he could handle it, but it just couldn't, in my opinion. Okay, so that's what they says go on over there with that Apollo. Yes, it should be equal and just go to court like the rest of us to adjust it. Hate that this made the blogs, or I like them also. Yeah, I like them. Now, Bap says I always thought that as well. Are you talking about in regard to what I said about Tiana's sexuality? I really do think that's the case, you guys. I think at the heart of it, I think probably now, honestly, we've talked about it before, you guys. It has been captured with Tiana with a woman. Who was that woman she was with? I forget the name, but we saw the pictures of them. We did see the pictures of them, of her with a woman and things like that. And honestly, I really think that that's going on with her. I really do. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Now, I thought this was a little interesting and weird, but let me read it to you guys. It says former The Bernie Mac Show, Camilla Winbush says she does OnlyFans because it's a safe way for her to make money due to decrease in her residual checks. You just can't count on any job to last. Now, I'm gonna play this and then let's discuss this because I think maybe if you just want to be on OnlyFans, just say that because the Bernie Mac Show been down and shut down for quite some time now. Why are you not making an honest effort to find other gigs? I think that's weird. If you want to do OnlyFans, just say you want to do OnlyFans, but don't try to say
Dried up, or like from a job 20 years ago when I was a 12-year-old. Yeah, like duh.
Because we think the residuals are still coming through though.
I mean, they do, but
it's not.
I wasn't. Listen, if I was on Friends making $1 million an episode, yes, those residual checks would still be very nice. But as time goes on, they get smaller and smaller every year. You're not making the same amount that you were when the show was current per episode.
Right.
So as someone who was just a kid, don't get me wrong, still making good money, but 20 years later, those checks are not sustainable for a living. With the industry being as fickle as it is, you can't count on any job to last or even to book a job. So over the years, I have done regular 9-to-5s.
Oh, wow.
I owned an ice cream shop for 3 years when I was a teenager.
Wow.
And I funded that with my own money. I taught gymnastics to kids where I was making like $11, $12 an hour. So I've done that.
Wow.
But if I can find a way to make enough to buy a home from the comfort and safety of my own living room, why wouldn't I do that? Oh, those Bernie Mac checks must have dried up, or like from a job 20.
Okay, what do you guys think about this? What do you think, Tamika? What are your thoughts on this? And Bessie, you were correct. She did say she owned an ice cream shop. But she did say that was years ago. Right. Okay. So Bev says, I think once they are on TV, they feel other jobs in public are beneath them. Yes. And Cassandra says, that's sad. Yes, because it's like,
That
yeah,
is
okay.
sad.
Yeah, but the thing of it is, okay, you were on Bernie Mac when you were 12 years old. So my thing is, that was a long time ago. As she said, that was 20 years ago. So if you were 12 years old, what happened to the money that you were making during that time? Were your parents not putting that money up for you? But with that being said, it was 20 years ago. Have you not been trying to get other gigs? Have you not been trying to do other things? Now, if you want to do OnlyFans, just say that, but don't use the fact that you were on a show when you were 12 years old. Did you really ever think that that was supposed to last you all of your life?
Yeah, because that's the only thing I remember her on.
Yeah, I haven't seen her on other movies. I haven't seen her on other TV shows, and it's like, honestly, to be honest, you have a leg up on other people if you really tried to do that. Maybe not exactly at 12 years old, but even as you started you still needed to pursue your acting career if that's what you really wanted to do. So, I mean, at this point, if you just want to do OnlyFans, just say that. Stop, don't make excuses or whatever. So, Sharon said, well, Cherry Blossom said the math ain't math. The math ain't mathing. Sharon says she should have managed her money better, or your parents should have managed it better for you at that time. That's what they said exactly. Just own it. You wanted to try it and make some money, and you stuck with it, right? Bessie says child stars really don't make it as far as being adult actors, and that is very true as well for a lot of. Look, I ain't playing. Coco said, I'm trying to start my OnlyFans for my feed. I'm just playing. Don't play, girl. Look, there's plenty of people making money. Look, there's people making so much money in the weirdest ways, you guys. We're being facetious when we joke about this, but literally, there are people paying to see people's feet, to see people's hands, to see You would be shocked at the weird fetishes that people have. Like I know a guy that likes collarbones. He likes women's collarbones. He likes that. It turns him on. There's so many things you never know when you could be hitting a niche. You know, ain't nobody gotta see your face. Look, I'm all for entrepreneurship in any form. So look, if you can show your feet and your hands and your collarbone, you ain't gotta show your face. Hey, why not do it? Hey, Donicia. Donicia says, "Hey, everyone, I'm late.
Hey,
How are you today?
Donicia.
How are you?" So Bap says she has to prove herself as an adult for different roles. That's true. That is true. And Cherry Blossom says, but I think about how the industry picks certain actresses. And that's very true, Cherry Blossom. We have to be for real. We have to be for real that, there are certain actresses that are going to get picked over others. Let's just be for real about that. And look, and I advocate this for you, especially if it's gonna make you a little change. That's what they said. Say, I'm not gonna lie. I thought about it, especially my feet.
I
Look,
thought about
look,
my feet too. I really thought about my feet. Oh
and
my
I don't know why
goodness.
y'all don't. If you got cute feet, people want to see that. People want to see you change your toenail polish every day. And one day you got red, and the next day you have orange or white. You know, they say white toes get chose. Y'all better go try it and make you some money. Why not? Okay, y'all. It ain't much going on in social media today. It's quiet day. Now I'm gonna ask let me ask Cassandra one more time. Cassandra, did you have any updates for Krishan? Because I know people are still interested in that. But I don't honestly, you guys, there really isn't anything going on. I'm gonna reiterate again. Please do not send your funds anywhere to help Krishan financially until you see that coming from a reliable place. That really is the only thing that's going on. I think not too much going on, that I saw. Nothing important. And Cassandra is saying no updates. Still the same thing, you guys. So just keep her in your prayers, but don't send your money off to anyone because there are a lot of people trying to use her situation to benefit themselves, not her or Junior. Okay, let's get to the topic, you guys. Let's get to the topic, you guys. And I was trying to think about this. Did I have any crazy? I don't have any crazy ways that I found out someone was cheating. For me, it's always just a feeling. It's just a feeling that you get, your second sense just kicks in and you be like, something ain't right. And coupled with, people telling themselves the way they start acting, the way, they start doing things differently to where you like, wait a minute, something fishy is going on, something is not right, things like that. And then, and I'm just like, if I get too many funny vibes, I just get out that situation. Like I'm done. Even if it could be killing me inside, I'd be like, oh no, I gotta get away from this because my mind keeps telling me, like, Candace, you gotta go. Something ain't right here. Don't believe him. And I literally will just be like, I'm out of this. I'm out. I am out. So put it in the chat or hold on, let me put the link in. I forgot to put the link to the chat in. Hold on, let me do that, you guys. If you have a wild story about how you find out your man was cheating, come on, tell us about it if you got a crazy way. Let me see. I'm going over here, you guys. Let me put it in the chat if you want to come up and tell your story about how you found out, you know. And I do have some that we're going to go over. Uh-oh. Tamika, take over for just a second. Take over for a second.
Yeah, sure. Cassandra said, I don't have any updates. Ms. Bab said, you remember the girl from 90s days got sick from medicine to father and they paid for her farts. What, Ms. Bab? That's what they said. Say, I pray she is able to handle his properly and quickly, just so she can get back to her son. Oh, we talking about Krishan. It it would be honest. Wait, it would honestly kill me to be in the position, but we were all young ones, and hopefully she has learned. I was a young one, but not that kind of young one. That's what they said. Me too, you learn to listen to the cues and the bad energy. Miss Bap said, fart, not father, typo above. Yeah, but I still don't understand what you said. You remember the girl from 90 Days got sick from medicine to fart, and they paid for her farts. Oh, okay. Gangsta Granny said, Candy, I'm loving the show. Thank you, Gangsta Granny. Yes, Miss Baps. I mean, yes, Heavy. Okay. Look at that's what they said. She doing that. Oh my God. I never heard of that lady whatsoever about farts, paying for some damn farts. No, but I did think about my feet. I'm like, how would the husband say if I just do my feet? My face ain't showing. Nothing showing but my feet.
Look, show your toes. Look,
Yes.
that's being an entrepreneur. Don't worry about that's being an entrepreneur.
I
I
want my
promise you
feet.
it is. Okay. So, okay. Where did I leave off, y'all? So
I
I'm gonna
was young
I was
before.
dropping the
I
link.
was
Hold
young.
on, I was dropping the link. I was dropping the link.
Oh yeah.
What was you gonna
So
do, Tamika?
I was young before, and I could be honestly, like, completely honest with this. So before, I believe I was like 17, 18, or I was probably going on 18. And I was, dating. I could say dating. I was dating an older guy. Like, he was older than me, way older than me, y'all. So,
How much older?
oh, he was
Tamika,
older.
Tamika, Tamika, you had a silver fox? He
I
was a
did.
silver fox?
He was a silver fox. He was a silver fox. Damn near to it anyway. But yeah, he was older than me, like over 20 years older than me. Let's say that. And he was obsessed over feet. Now, I'm
Oh.
young, I'm
Mhm.
young. I'm like, you want to see my feet? He like, yeah, like, let me see your feet. So I took my shoes off and everything, right? Because we're in the back of the car, by the way. So I took
Mhm.
my shoes off and everything, and he really started to kiss my feet and everything. And I felt scared because I'm like, I just had my socks on. I was walking on my feet. Like, I'm just thinking of all of this stuff. And I'm like, I hope he think that I'm not going to kiss him. And I ain't kiss him after that. And that was my last time ever even seeing this man.
He freaked you out with that.
He freaked me out, and I was like, mm-mm. So when I met Donovan, that was the first thing that I ever asked him. I'm like, do you like feet? He like, what you mean, do I like feet? I'm like, do you like the kids' feet, and everything else? He like, hell no, and I hope you don't want that to be done, because I'm not kissing your feet. I'm like, no, okay, right up my alley.
Hey Babs, hey Coco, how are you ladies tonight?
Hey, Babs. Oh, I already said hi to him. Okay.
I just did that real quick to tell you, Happy. Yeah, she was on 90 Day Fiance, and she had her OnlyFans, and they wanted her part. So she had ordered these special plastic bags, and she was to make herself part. And she ended up in the hospital over that. But yes, they was buying her part, and she was making big money off of that too.
Y'all see the weird stuff that people will pay for? You look, you don't know what type of freak is out here. Babs is telling you about a friend that she knows that was selling her
Friend
farts.
on 90 Day Fiance, you can Google it. You'll see it.
Hey, Gold
Passing
Digger.
gas. Hey, Gold Digger, how are you, lady? Y'all, people, you don't know what people will pay for out here. I'm gonna tell you, the only thing that you gotta figure out is where to sell the freakiness at. You just gotta find like, okay, where the freaks at? Because I'm gonna advertise over there. So this is
Right.
something OnlyFans. All you gotta do is find out. Y'all never know. Y'all never know. Okay,
Hey,
look, Babs, before you got married or anything, did you ever have a cheating story? How you found out somebody was cheating? Somebody has some echo or something like that in their background. So you either need to come back in or turn something off or whatever. Okay. Any odd way, Coco, did you ever find an odd way that you found somebody that was cheating? A weird way you found out somebody was cheating?
I didn't know y'all could hear me. My bad. I do, but my car. One second.
Okay, your connection is sounding real bad. What about you, Babs?
Yes, when I was younger, when I was in my early 20s,
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking that he was cheating. And remember, I said, God, this showed me. And I ended up in the hospital, right? I had a
Mm-hmm.
real bad flu, and I kept hearing his name. I got my little IV post and walked, and he got admitted into the hospital right next to my room, and he was with another female. That's how I caught him.
You were so let's reiterate. You were in the hospital and you kept thinking you were hearing his voice.
I kept hearing his name being said by the nurses.
Uh-huh.
And I hadn't heard from him all that day, right? And so I got my little IV poster. I was so sick, and I walked over there, and he was admitted in the hospital in the room right next to me. And to this day, I don't even know why he was in there, and I really didn't care. But he had some more added additions to why he was in the hospital as I walked in and caught him.
And he was in there. Another woman was in there with him
at 4:00 in the morning.
What did you do? I mean, you were sick yourself, but what did you do or what did you say to him?
That IV post came in real handy.
Ooh.
Let's just put it like he had wounds that they had to attend to when I got done with him up in there, and she ran.
Oh
so
my goodness!
Knew who I was. I just didn't know who she was, you know. And I gave him his ring back and told him to stick it up his. You know what? Because we had just got engaged probably about 2 weeks before that.
Wow. Coco, you got a crazy story? Did you ever find out somebody was cheating on you in an odd way?
I did. Can you hear me now?
What? Uh-huh. I can hear you. What happened, girl?
Okay, so at the time, I was working in the office and my boyfriend at the time was like a maintenance man at his apartment complex.
Mm-hmm.
So he was home, and I had came to his house or his apartment on my lunch to get me some. And
to get you some what? To get you some what, Coco?
Some, vitamin D.
So, burn hot dog.
Okay, so what happened, girl?
So we do the do, right?
Mm-hmm.
We go in the bathroom to take a shower, and I look down and I got a long strand of blonde hair hanging off my leg. Now,
oh hell.
I ain't white, and I ain't got no blonde hair. So he was in the shower first, and I questioned him about why do I have a long strand of blonde hair? Because understand that I had just left from the bed and went into the bathroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, you tripping. The girl looked in the trash can, and there was some like little condom wrappers in the trash can, and we weren't using them at the time.
Ooh, well, thank God at least he was doing that. Ooh, thank God he was at least using a condom.
So yeah, I almost set the bathroom on fire with him in it. But yeah.
Oh shit. Did he ever cop to it? What did he try to say?
He was trying to say that because he had a cousin that was visiting from out of town, and he was trying to blame that on his cousin. But I mean,
was his cousin a white woman with blonde hair?
No, he was trying to say that his cousin was with somebody else or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But
you know my cousin like white women. Coco. That's what I was trying to tell you.
He had a whole nother bedroom. It was no need for his cousin to be in his bedroom or in his bed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
if that was the case. So I wasn't going for that.
So wait, he said that was his cousin Coco?
Yeah, he said his cousin. That was his cousin's condom wrappers or whatever.
They always say it's their cousin.
We absolutely did. We absolutely did.
Ooh, you see how people try to play on your top and act like you crazy? Okay, I'm gonna go through.
Coco, your
I'm gonna go.
testimony could have been good for one of my little sisters because she just had that situation happen the other day. And I couldn't give her no type of advice. I'm like, girl, that's crazy. She like, that's all you got to say is that's crazy because it is crazy. I don't know what to say.
Okay, so I'm gonna go through a couple crazy stories, you guys, of how the weirdest ways and craziest ways that some people have found out that their significant other was cheating. So I'm gonna go here, you guys, and let's see. So it says here, I'm showing it. It says one, my best friend had chlamydia. She got from a hookup. Then weirdly enough, my fiance at the time started having symptoms, coincidentally, chlamydia. I had just gotten out of the hospital for spine surgery, so I didn't contract it. I gave him a ride to the walk-in clinic because he couldn't drive. And then I left him there. Let's see what else happened. Oh, okay. So she just put two and two together that her friend and her man. So let's see. Number two, somebody said, hell, my 5-year-old grandson told me. He said, you ain't my favorite pop. Rodney is. I said, who the F is Rodney? And the rest is history. Oh, yeah. Y'all got the grandkids in on this?
Damn.
Number three, we found out my dad was cheating on my mom when my 15-year-old sister's friend sent her a text asking if she was with him. When she said no, her friend replied with a picture of him sitting across from her at a local restaurant kissing another woman. Like a stupid F, he still tried to deny it was true. Wow. Somebody said they found out. Look, this is crazy. Somebody said my neighbor called me asking if we could be a little more quiet with the sex. I was in another state. Oh, hell. Oh, my goodness. Somebody said he had a picture on his phone of his side piece in our home holding our child. My head exploded. Ooh, that's total disrespect. What would y'all do if your man did that? They in your house with another woman.
Unalive him. Unalive him.
And that,
Straight out unalive him.
and that other woman is holding your baby. What?
I would be no
That's
doubt.
the ultimate betrayal. That's ultimate. Don't get our baby involved in this mess. Okay, let me see what else we got. Somebody, okay, number 6 said, oddly enough, my ex-girlfriend at the time told me she messaged me asking if my current girlfriend and I were still together. I said, yeah. Then my ex sent me a picture of my girlfriend grinding on some dude's lap at a party. Later on, I found out she was doing it for heroin. Now look, that ex-girlfriend was waiting on her moment to shine, waiting to tell him that. Okay, number 7. We lived a few hours apart for a couple months because of work. I drove up every weekend to see her. She called me and told me that she had to go see her dad or something that weekend. I knew she had been super busy and stressed at work, and she loved wildflowers. I spent all day Sunday picking wildflowers, bought a vase, and drove up to the house she was renting. I intended to drop them off on the porch so she'd see them when she got home that night. Her car was there and a sport bike was parked next to it. And she has never been quiet in bed when she didn't have to be. Oh my goodness. To hear that. Number 8, her best friend called and told me. She was very gentle and knew it would hurt a lot. She eased me into it, provided evidence, and wished me a good evening. When that friend and I ended our conversation, I called my then girlfriend and informed her about what happened. It felt good to have a counter to every excuse or lie she tried to retort with. Going in prepared spared me from just going back to her probably. Ooh, number 9. I came home from work for lunch unexpectedly. He and his heavily pregnant mistress were sitting on our couch. Ooh, these people got more nerve than a toothache. What in the world? Why y'all bringing the side pieces to y'all house? Uh, Number 10, I threw her a birthday dinner and she decided to invite the person she was cheating with to said dinner. Needless to say, it became painfully obvious what was going on. 8 years down the drain. Somebody said, 11, my ex had his Apple Watch sitting on our countertop with a notification from Tinder. He had a new match. Mm. Look, have y'all had any experiences? Hey, Day Day.
Hey, Day Day. I mean, I do remember when I went into Donovan's phone, like in our early 20s. Well, in my early 20s, because it was his late 20s. And I did see, like, porn, like on his phone and stuff like that. Now, back then, that was an insecurity for me. So I'm like, well, why you have to look at porn and things like that? And I made it to something bigger than what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But cheating. No, he didn't make it obvious whereas though that I'm like, oh, like you are cheating on me, or I never had that intuition. Because if I did have one, I wouldn't be saying his name right now.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? Now, okay, y'all put it in the chat. Let's talk about this real quick. Is porn, do y'all consider porn cheating?
No, I think that's either the pregame or you ain't do enough where I wanted you to do enough, so I need to finish it all. So yeah, it's either pregame or the finish game.
Yeah, because you know what? Some men just like porn. They just like to look. They really aren't out there cheating. They just like to look at it. Now, I will say this. I've watched porn before and I've, with my man. But the thing of it is, I wouldn't always men watch any type of porn. I think women are the I don't think women just like any type of porn. Like
I don't. I
it has
be
to
on
be
page
sexy.
13.
Yeah, it has to be something sexy and kind of sensual. I don't want to just straight up look at somebody just doing it, like I don't know.
And
It has to be a certain type of porn.
with a storyline too, Ken, because some of them just have a
Yeah,
storyline.
it gotta have a storyline. It gotta be something sexy. I don't just want to look at somebody just banging. I will say that, but I wouldn't consider if I found my man watching porn. I wouldn't be like, oh my god, you're cheating on me. Some women are very serious like that. They really, and I'm not going to negate their feelings or say they don't have a right to feel the way they feel, because I mean it really is all about your relationship and what y'all have talked about. And I do feel like if you had that conversation with your man and you said, hey, that makes me uncomfortable, if he still does it, I mean, that's kind of where things can get a little iffy, you know what I mean? But if y'all talk about it and y'all know, yeah, I'm into this, I'm into that, or whatever, you just have to be upfront and honest about that. That way you're not ever surprised or shocked. And I think it really depends on where you're at in your relationship. So if you guys are going through something where maybe you have some insecurities, or maybe you feel like, dang, we're not even having sex like we used to anymore, I think that can make a woman become insecure because she's like, oh, is this the reason we're not having sex like we used to, or that things have changed between us? So I think as a man, you do have to look at that with your relationship, because you really could be hurting your partner doing that just because you guys haven't had the conversations that you need to have within the relationship.
And can't handle it. You got low self-esteem. You won't be able to handle that.
Right, exactly, Babs. If your girl has low self esteem and is always questioning you, of course, if she finds out that you're, first of all, here's another thing. First of all, you over here watching porn, big booty hoes, and she knows you like women with big booties, and she ain't got no big booty. She's gonna take it personal. She's going to take it personal.
Right,
Like,
right.
oh, I'm not what he wants. I know this is what he wants and what he likes. And I look, you gonna have her running to get a BBL. Stop it. Tell your woman she don't need no BBL. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Okay, let's go back here. Number 12. She ambushed me in her psych session. She planned it all out with the help of her shrink. I went in thinking it was something completely different and started to wonder why the shrink was asking if I was violent and to sign a waiver. I looked over at my girlfriend and she was crying. I thought to myself, this can't be good. She told me she cheated on me 3 times. I was like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, where he realized it's a mole hunt. I stood up, I told her it was over, and immediately got tested. I haven't talked to her since. Wow. Here's number 13. I received an anonymous email from someone who felt I deserved to know that he was seeing someone else. The email included details about the relationship and several screenshots. I'm 99% sure it was sent by his side chick who wanted a promotion to the main chick. I gracefully gave her the promotion and he found a replacement for her old position shortly thereafter. Boom. Look, that's karma right there. Somebody said number 14. In high school, my ex friends all summer kept referring to me as Scotty. I kept asking why, and my ex would get mad and shush them. I finally found out that it was in reference to the song Scotty Doesn't Know from Road Trip. Excuse me. Ooh. Oh. So, listen to this, y'all. I found a long maroon dyed strand of hair in his beard. I have short blonde hair. Funny enough, he had constantly accused me of cheating before. You know, a cheater will constantly. Let me tell y'all something that I found, and y'all tell me if y'all have had this experience before. Hey, Go Butter. Hey, lady. Have
Hey,
you
Go
guys
Butter.
found that when a man is cheating on you, he will find all of a sudden he gets possessive, he gets very jealous because he thinks that you're going to do the same thing to him that he's doing to you. I have found that to be true.
And if they put their guilt on you.
Right.
Yeah.
They try to guilt you when they know what they're doing. And all of a sudden they start accusing you of things and you're like, what are you talking about? What is going on? But it's because they cheating on you and they scared that you're going to find out. Which always it just throws me about cheaters that are like this because you guys know there's a whole segment of men that will cheat on you, but they never have any intention of leaving their girl. So if they ever think for a second that their girl is going to leave them, they are thrown all the way off, all the way off, and paranoid, and stay home. Why you trying to go out with your friends? Oh, you going out with your friends? Oh, who is this? Who is that? And you're like, what is going on? Where's all this jealousy coming from? Y'all, if your man suddenly gets jealous tendencies, there's a reason why he's all of a sudden being so jealous. When you guys have when you know damn well he ain't had no issues out of you or anything, you've never give him reason to believe he's going to cheat at all. If he suddenly becomes very possessive over you and is making accusations, it's because he did something, y'all.
Or
Look,
they'll start with you so they can get out to that other woman.
exactly. You said it, Babs. Some of these fools out here your home could be happy as hell, and all of a sudden he creating issues and problems with you, and he's taking issue with everything you do or say. It's like, dang, I've been doing this. We've been together 2 years. I've been doing the same thing 2 years. You never told me you was mad about this. All of a sudden they mad about something. It's because they cheating. They gotta make a reason to get out the house, y'all. They gotta make a reason to get out of the house. Thank you so much, Granny, for the super chat. Look, sometimes I'll be stunned. Super chat, super sticker. This
Thank
is
you,
a super chat.
Granny.
Thank you, Granny. Much appreciated. So, hey, me. So, yes. So, some of these men will
Hey,
create an
amazingly
issue
me.
with you because they know they doing something. Look, stay woke, sisters. Stay woke. Because these men out here, they for everybody. Some of these men out here, now, there are good men out here. I will never say that there are, but some of these, you gotta like keep your head on a swivel, ladies. Keep your head on a swivel. They looking for any opportunity to lie, to cheat, any damn thing. So yeah, too many good women getting done wrong, just because either and if you feeling off or you feeling funny about something, man, I can't tell you ladies enough. You got to listen to your intuition. You got to listen because especially if you're with someone that you've been with and you've never had any problems with, if something in your soul starts telling you that something ain't right, something, he's lying to me, y'all better look, more than likely That's the universe. The universe is talking to you. The universe is talking to you, y'all. And you gotta listen. You gotta listen. Cause sometimes God gonna send you all type of clues. He gonna send you all type of clues. And if you don't listen, he gonna repeat the message. He gonna keep sending you clues. Like, okay,
And it's gonna hurt more and more and deeper and deeper and deeper.
yes, yes.
A story. This is a true story about this lady that lived across the street from me, right? And I knew she had.
Hold on, Babs, because you sound like you underwater a little bit. I want you to fix that before you tell us the story so we can hear it.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. It just sounds a little funny. Here, I'm gonna mute myself too, and then you talk and see if it sounds clearer. Go ahead.
Is that better? Is it good?
It's
It's still
okay. It's okay,
staticky.
but it's still a little staticky, but we'll try to push on through. Go ahead, Babs.
Okay. She stayed across the street from me, and I knew she had this best friend, right? But we all knew that her husband was messing around with her. And I mean, they would speak together every day, and her husband hung with her husband. They were supposed to be best friends, and she was best friend with female. And so he came in all of a sudden one day and told her she can't be wearing these short pants no more, and made her pile all her shorts up until she couldn't wear them anymore. And she was telling me about it, and I said, that's weird. I said, because I just seen your best friend wearing shorts that look just like yours. He had took all her shorts and gave it to his side piece, which was his best friend's wife, and this was her best friend. And then that's when he finally started putting two and two together. So he wanted to see her in them, but not her. So he gave all her short pants to his side piece. Then he moved her and her kids into their home because she claimed that she got into it with her husband and moved her into their home, and she didn't have a say-so about it. I said, girl, if you don't put her out, set the house on fire with all of us in there. I said, don't be no whole fool, And so they got into it about it, but she was scared to death of him also, though. Actually, he ain't too long just passed away. It's no good but live to be 95 years old, but he wasn't any good, and she was like 20 years younger than him. So why you let this little punk do you like that? He's an old one. But she was scared of him. He was taking out a bell to whoop her.
Look,
So if they start telling you not to wear something, that's because the other side piece is wearing it, and they don't want to see you in it because they know that attracted him to that person. So he don't want nobody being attracted to you, so he don't want to see you in that. So yeah. But yeah, he used to whoop her with a belt. And two other females he used to see, but he used to whoop them with a belt too. Out of the wrap that belt around his neck. Yep, he had set her on fire before too. Yeah.
Cassandra said my baby dad was a cheater, and I thought that it would change. The last straw was me looking at his phone and seeing a text from him saying, I love you. I confronted home, and that motherfucker told me it was a quote generator. That is funny. Katie, you on mute.
I'm doing on mute. I recall you telling us about this, Cassandra, and it was hilarious. And this just goes to show you how cunning some of these liars try to be. Oh, they try to be quick on their feet, and then sometimes they end up sounding stupid as I don't know what. A quote generator. I remember because you said that he tried to tell you that he was sending motivational quotes to himself. I remember you telling us about that, Cassandra.
That is something brand new.
Yeah, he tried to tell Cassandra he was sending motivational quotes to himself just to pick himself up and help his self-esteem. No, you was talking to somebody.
And did he really believe that for real? Do he know how stupid he sounds?
Stupid as hell.
Wow.
Yeah.
You left him.
Anybody else got any tales? How did you find out he was cheating? Y'all got any crazy stories?
Candy, you
Let me
got
see.
something? How you found out he was
No,
cheating?
I don't have. It's not crazy. It's just something how you know. You know how you just know, like you could just feel it, and
But
and
we
when
don't
it, and when it
read the
starts really where it won't leave me, I gotta do so, like I like I'm out of here. I'm out. You know,
A real
just
woman can,
feel it. Just my
you know,
intuition. Go Butter said so. Cassandra said he was trying to insult her intelligence. Go Butter says it was her intuition. Yeah, and that's what it was for me. Just my intuition. Like I something is not right, and I know it's not right, and it'll start bothering me so much to where I gotta either just quit you or what. You know.
yeah, because I felt that about my ex, and I really couldn't find no proof. So I just said, God, can you please show me? And we ended up in the hospital at the same time, and they was, how they be putting you in your room and everything, getting everything ready. Like, can you get I'd be ready for room so and so for so and so, and I kept hearing his name. That's what made me walk over there to see. I said, I know I ain't crazy. I know I'm hearing the nurses keep saying, bring something to a room for him. And sure enough, there he right with some more injuries that I got there, but I can't tell you what he was in there because I didn't ask and I didn't care and I never spoke to him again that time. I never would talk to him no more. It ain't nothing to talk about. You was caught. That's
Nothing to be
it.
done.
Look, that's what
Okay.
they said. One of my exes told me if you're looking for something, you're gonna find it, even if it's innocent. That stuck with me. That was back in my college days. So that's what my grandfather told me a long time ago. Also, like during like my early teenage days, and that just stuck with me. So I never even checked the cell phone. Now my cell phone got checked plenty of times. Yes, it did, but I never checked other people's cell phones or anything. Like I never went on snooping. I let it come to me.
And look, one of my friends, her ex gonna tell her, look how stupid he sounds. Because she was like, well, let's go take a lie detector test. And he said, okay, but if it comes up that I'm lying, I'm done with you. We're gonna be done anyway if it comes up that you lying. So that was his way of trying to tell her don't do it because if I'm lying, then I'm out of here. I'm gonna leave you.
Yeah,
Okay, bye.
that's crazy.
Ooh, let's get to these comments.
Go
Tamika, you
Butter.
want to read?
Yeah, Go Butter said when I left him, he lost 50 to 60 damn pounds. Damn, he got the prize. 50 to
Yeah.
60 pounds.
Now look, now that can go both ways. Negro, how dare you try to get fit once I'm gone, and try to look better once I'm gone. And look, okay, next one, next one.
Good point.
Here, I'll do this next one. I'll do the next one. So Cassandra said, how many ladies spent their time trying to prove their man was cheating? I spent hours and hours. And yes, and the thing of it is, it will drive you. That's what I'm saying. My intuition will kick in, and then I can't let it go. But it drives you crazy. Like you literally be hurting yourself. Like, oh my God, because you know something is going on. You know something is going on. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go to the next one. So Denicia says, an ex of mine brought another woman's cleaner's clothes to me. I said, whose clothes are these? He looked just staring at me like I had the answer. I threw him and the clothes out. Right. Like the nerve. You that dumb? When you cheating and dumb too? Oh hell no. Okay, Cassandra said I was checking Google Maps to track his location. Yeah, girl, that man was driving you crazy for a minute. Okay, so Voracious said I learned not to snoop. I was told that phase too. However, it made me want to snoop more. Oh yes, because when you think, yes, Cassandra said I'm telling you, it'll drive you crazy. Cassandra said my mental was gone. Yes, you literally will drive yourself crazy, especially you know Look, I gotta get with all these newfangled terms they be using, especially when he gaslighting you. He know he doing something, and you trying to find out because you want the proof. It's like sometimes you be so in love with someone that you can't even see yourself stepping away from them unless you have solid proof. That's how strong the love be sometimes with people that don't even deserve that from you. But you want that solid proof because you like, okay, I know I'm the type, if I have that solid proof, I will move on. But this is totally different. Well, have you guys ever been in a situation with somebody? Because I have been in this situation with somebody. It's like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Are we moving forward? Are we going to progress? What are we doing? And where I say, look, I have been in a position where I've been so in love with someone that I have said to him, like, look, if this is never going to be anything, just tell me that. I said, because if you say it to me one time and just say that you don't see this going anywhere, I will leave you alone. And they know that you're going to do it. They know that you're going to do it. And this mug going to tell me, I'm never going to tell you that. Like, I literally am begging this person, like, if it's not going to, just tell me it's not going to work between us, and I will leave you alone, and we will walk away from each other. It ain't going to be no smoke, no this or that. I'm never going to tell you that. Which is hurtful in itself, because you know that that's somebody that is just hanging on to you for all the good they know that you are. And if you know that we're not going to fully work this out, why not just say that? Sometimes the love be so strong that you do, and this goes for men and women. Like, literally, if you're a man and you have a woman that you know that you're not going to be right for, just say that. It's very selfish. Go Butter says, I've been in that position too, Candy. That's so selfish. It's so selfish, you guys, because I love this person so much, and I'm just like, look, if we're not going to make this work or move forward, just, I will leave you, but they know that you're going to leave them alone. Because I very much am. If you tell me this is what it is, I'm going to go, and I'm not looking back. I'm not going to look back. And they know that about you. They know that about you. So, what is that called in these? Is that a gaslighter? Is that somebody gaslighting you? There's so many new terms out here, y'all. That look. I be telling y'all I'm an old bitch. Now, look, I ain't with all this terminology, but I think that's called gaslighting.
Yes, that's gas.
Yeah. Yes. So it's very crazy. So you guys, ladies, be on the lookout for somebody that treats you like that. Gold Digger says he don't want nobody else to have you either, Candy. He knew that, and that's what they do. And ladies, be aware when you're dealing with somebody like that, because when they don't just straight up tell you, like, it was like I was stuck because I didn't want anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want anybody else. So when you're not telling me straight up and being straight up, they're doing that because they know that's how you are and that you're not gonna leave. So ladies, you have to be aware of that too, because you literally will be playing yourself hanging on to somebody that is never going to be right for you. But they know you're a good woman. They know you're not going to go out there and just, I'm just going to go be with somebody else. They know you're not going to do that. So you got to be careful about that. You got to protect yourself in that way. Let's see. Goat Butter says, I was so mad when I was messed up about him because he was able to talk me right out my panties. Yes. And that too. That too. Especially especially when that part is good between y'all. You know you're not going nowhere else. You know you're not, and he know you're not going nowhere else either. It just gets to be a sad situation that it's like, what are we gonna do here? You can just, like, literally you can just be this, and this is a situation where, I ain't gonna say it out loud because this is a show. Look, where my notebook at? Where my notebook at, y'all? I gotta write this down. We got some show topics coming up. Okay, we got some show
Look at
topics. Uh,
Cassandra. Cassandra said, "Candy, where were you? Can y'all
where
hear
were
me?
you? Yeah, where were you
Can
during the
y'all hear
10
me?
years I was with my baby daddy? Yeah, I needed this type of conversation. Yes. And it be hard with the baby daddy. Look, that's who, look, I'm talking about, that's who it is. Yes, it's hard because you're like, it's very hard because you're like, dang, I want to work everything out with him so that we can be together and I'm good. And then they know exactly what to say to keep you there. Thank you so much for the super sticker, Gold Butter. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Thank
But
you."
they know what's going on. They know what they're doing. And 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 he would say stuff like just like I'm not like I'm never gonna stop being with you. I'm never gonna. But that's not good enough. It's like, why can't we be together fully the way that it should be? But they say stuff that keeps you there. Like when I'm with you, like he would say stuff like, when I'm with you, I'm with my family. I feel like I'm with my family, and I'm just like, okay, well, why aren't we fully doing this? You know what I'm saying? It's just some crazy stuff. Look, we ought to have a show on baby daddy drama. Baby daddy drama. Okay,
I'm
Janicia
crying,
says,
baby daddy drama.
I'm trying. Look, girl, be happy if you ain't got no baby daddy drama, because it can be hell. Look, y'all know I tell y'all I'm from Alaska, right? Y'all look, when I was still pregnant, this is the type of stuff my baby daddy was. I'm from Alaska, right? So, like, we in the dead of winter, snow outside and everything. This is what a manipulator, narcissist, and he all that. He would knock on my door, right? He would knock on the door, right? I would answer the door, and he'd be like, "You still putting a white man on me?" And I said, "Yeah." And then Mug would turn right around, get in his car, and leave. I'd be like, "Oh my God, what have I gotten myself into?" But yeah, he would do crazy stuff like that. Crazy stuff like that. And and then even there was times when I thought that I was moving on. I thought I was, look, I had my oldest, I'm thinking I'm moving on, okay. And he would call, and I ain't gonna lie, he's charismatic and everything, Like one of the reasons I love him, like I love a man that can make me laugh, right? So he would do stuff like mind you, I have a new boyfriend at this time. Time has passed. He would call, and I'm thinking that, okay, we're getting along good. We're getting along good. He would call on the phone, right? And I would be talking to him. Mind you, my man's here, at the house. But we would just be talking. I'm just thinking we're just getting along, friendly, just friends, And I'll be talking, laughing, having a conversation. Oh, he would be having the conversation of his life. Like we'll be talking. Then this mug would stop dead in the conversation. And this is what he said to me. Okay, I'm gonna get off the phone now because I know your man. I made your man mad enough now.
What? I
Yes,
hate people like that.
yes. And I'm just oblivious to the BS because I'm just thinking, okay, I'm just getting along. We're getting along, having a good conversation. But no, he would be funny. I'm all laughing, and sure enough, I I, I just wasn't peeping the game. But sure enough, I had to get off the phone, and my man's mad at me. My man is mad at me, and I gotta put that fire out because you over there, what, I can see if you checking it, and mind you, my man ain't, I don't even know, he ain't no good at the time, but this is the Jamaican that I always be referencing. But I don't even, he like, I can see you checking in, with y'all's child and everything, but you all laughing and talking like it was crazy. It was craziness, you guys. Craziness. But look, like I said, oh, thanks for becoming a member, Cassandra. Appreciate that. Look, we're gonna
Yes,
have a good
thank
time over here.
you.
Look, but like y'all, we all have to have these type of conversations because look, we can all learn from each other because you know what? I know that there's a lot of times uh there's younger women listening and things like that that are just going through these things and dealing with people that us older ladies like, damn, we've been there, done that. And of course, we all know that you're never going to be done until you're ready to be done with somebody. But anybody listening that comes in, replays, because we have a lot of listeners that just come and they listen, and they're not going to join into the conversation until they're ready to, but they are listening, you guys. So never think that. But yeah, look, we gotta have a baby daddy show one day.
I'm
But
crying.
yes, when that much said that, like, you should have seen my face when he said that to me, because I said, this mug really just played me right here. And now I got to go out here and talk to this man and make sure he ain't mad at me, which he was, in the whole nine
I
yards.
felt like he
But
knew what he was doing. Like if he
he
called that
did.
out, that
He
means
did.
he knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing. He said it to me. He said, okay, all right, I'm getting off the phone now because I know I made your man mad enough right now. I said, oh, God. Oh, God. So, yes. So, Cassandra said, I will be in the panel too. I got some stories. Yes. Yep. Zananda said, yes, we do. Look, we all got some stories to tell. Look, it's young ladies. Look, if we can save a young lady, take a sister underneath our wing and say, girl, don't go for it, or, if they making the wrong decision. But I fully, this is one of the reasons why, like, I have all like even regarding Krishan, I've always said you got like y'all can in the words of Henny, y'all can run that beautiful beam footage. I've always said Krishan is not gonna be done with Blueface until she's done with him. Because I've been there before. I've been there before. So I know until she's had enough, she's going to be there until she has had enough. Not what everybody is telling her, not the advice everybody's giving her. Girl, leave him alone, move on from it. She's not going to do that until she's ready to do that. Yeah. Yep. She's not. So that's why I said I know that because I've been there before. And it's like, you just got to love people for people. Yep. When she is ready. Cassandra says the one good thing that came out of that relationship is my kiddos. That's what they said. Say 100%. Go Butter said facts, Candy. Cassandra said that is true, Candy. When she is ready, and I don't know. We had a little bit of conversation at the very tail end of it. So I'm gonna pose it again before we get out of here. I'm gonna pose the question again. Do you guys think, because as we all know, Krishan, she is still locked up. Unfortunately, I think Krishan is going to do a little bit of time behind this, even if it's no more than 30 days. But I know that's 30 days that she does not want to be away from her child. So I posed the question last week, or not last week, last night, excuse me. I'm going to ask you guys again. If Krishan has to do any length of time, do you guys think that Blueface is going to step up for Junior? Put a 1 in the chat if you think he's going to step up. Put a 2 in the chat if you think that Marsh is still going to be responsible for Junior.
How
Because
he gonna
that's what
step
we're
up
hearing.
if he in jail too?
Well, that's the thing that we're hearing is that now I'm not getting too many details as far as with them finding this meth in his cell. I don't really know any details about that, if that's going to keep him there any longer. But that initially we were thinking that he was going to be getting out soon. So, I don't know. It may be a situation where he gets out and Krishan is still in. I just want to know your opinion. Now they may be sitting their ass both behind penitentiary walls. I don't know. But look, if he does get out, do you guys? Hey, Nicole Crowder, how are
Hey
you?
Nicole, welcome.
Do you guys think that he will step up for Junior and be the father and the parental figure that he needs to be
Hell
for
no.
Junior?
Hell no, he don't even do that for the other two. He a show and tell daddy. You know when like your teacher be like, bring your show and tell toys, and you get recognized. That's him. No, I
Okay.
think Marsh is still going to have that baby. Now, I do think that her family is going to gather enough funds to, I guess, go and help Marsh. But if I was Chrisean, I would leave my son with his godmom. That's why you appointed the godmother, honestly
Right.
speaking. Like,
Yes.
this
Yes.
is what she's
You know
here
what?
for.
And shout out, let me say this. Shout out to Marsh because you know what? Far too many times people said, "Oh, this is my child's godmother. Oh, this is the god." But you know what? You don't know if you have a good godmother or godfather for your child until something goes down and you
Yes.
need them.
Yes.
You really
Yes.
don't know. You really don't know if that person is going to be stand up. Y'all, pe- people need to be more wary about that title because you're gonna find a lot of people when things go down and you need them to be there. Like literally, I wonder, y'all know this is a religious okay. I'ma say it. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like I rely on y'all. Correct me if I'm wrong. So when you do get godparents for your child, isn't that something that you basically have to go in front of your pastor to do?
Yes, you're supposed to go in front of a pastor, and your child get blessed, and the godparents is there. It was supposed to be there. I know my like kids got godparents. They had to sign a paper at the church, and it was a certificate stating that they were appointed both of my children's godparents. When I became a godmother to some of my godchildren, I made sure that I was in front of a pastor because I'm not about to sign up for something, well, like in these days and age, people they will say that you are the godmom because you have something that they can't provide, or you know what I mean, like they will use it as a enable thing, much so as of, I need you when I need help. I know that you will be there for me and my child. Or I know that if me and you fall off, I know that you still will be there for my child because you took it upon God, and made that promise. But there's some like people out here, they just be like, oh yeah, that is my children godparent. When you just want that godparent because they could provide more pampers than the next person, or
Yeah.
things like that. I don't like that. I do not
Yeah,
like that.
I like it to be legit. Hey, Venus, welcome. So,
Hey
yeah, it is
Venus.
supposed to be a legit thing where you guys, like, literally, when you go in front of the church and say, This is my godchild, I want to be their godparent, that's meaning anything goes down, you're supposed to step in. You're supposed to step in. Ooh,
Yes,
let's put
go
this comment up
butter.
here. Go Butter said it. Okay, now
Yes.
I'm gonna go up a little bit before I get to uh Go Butters. Okay, let's get to all these comments. So Cassandra said, what Daddy Blue say? Like father, like son. And then Cassandra says, exactly, Babs. Vegas gonna pick him right up. That judge was not playing. Voracious One says she took the beating and stayed with Junior when Blue took him. That's right. She did. Now this is not her first time coming to Junior's rescue and being there for Junior. Y'all remember when he took that baby at that house and Marsh was right on his tail. Okay, Sharon said, I think it's God's plan and she will see clearly, and that's when she will be done. Right. Now, that's what they said supposed to, yes. And I think this is in regard to going in front of the church to say that you're going to be someone's godparent. That's what they said. I never did it for either one. Now, here's the comment that Go Butter said. Go Butter said, these days they think the godparent is the baby daddy. Now that's something that needs to be worked. It's more than it's not for me to be,
Bingo.
yeah, it's not for me to be your baby daddy because you picked a bad baby daddy and you need help with your daycare and this and that and that and this. You know what? So okay, so what responsibilities outside of these, like for instance with Chrisean going on right now, that's a drastic case. That's something where, dang, my godson needs me, I gotta step in to care
Because
for
it's the
him.
absence of a parent. That's the absence
Right.
of a parent. Like, to me, I feel like that's when the godparents should, kick in. Like, if the mom loses their job, or even the like dad loses their job, then the godparent is next in line. At least that's how I look at it.
So what if one of your godchildren look, girl, look, I need some help with day camp because this sorry man, he ain't trying to help me pay for the. Is that your responsibility as a
No,
godparent?
because that man ain't dead. That man chose to not work, and and everything else. So no,
Okay, okay. All right. Voracious one says there are classes before the ceremony. Okay. Gold Digger said, child, in the words of Wyclef, if this is the kind of love that the old folks used to warn me about, man, I'm in trouble. I'm in real big trouble. Okay. Danisi said people use that term loosely now. It means but a person who will buy presents and babysit. Yes. And it's more than that. It's definitely more than that. And Gold Digger said she sure did. She took them blows from Blueface. Woo. So Bev says Rock had papers already for Mar to keep Junior. And Donicia is agreeing with you, Tamika says, all right, look, that's from one Scott to another Scott. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my goodness, you guys. Y'all have had some great conversation today, and we're gonna have some more tomorrow. We are getting out of here for tonight. Did y'all have anything last minute that we needed to touch on? Or do you guys have anything going on that we need to promote, talk about, anything like that? Put it in the chat real quick or come up and tell us about it if you need to. Ooh, this has been fun, you guys. And I love the conversations that we have. So, any last minute things y'all want to talk about before we get out of here? Now, let me say this as a reminder. If you guys did not hit the like button on your way in, please hit it on your way out. It is much, much, much appreciated. And if you have a few extra minutes, please, please, please leave a little short comment. It is greatly appreciated. Now, tomorrow is Friday, you guys. We do have a morning show. So we will see you at 8:30. Yes, you as late as hell today, Venus. We have our morning show at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, so you guys, I hope to see you guys there. And then we also have our evening show tomorrow as well. So, you guys, we are out of here for today. And thank you guys so much for coming through. Once again, you guys are greatly appreciated. All your interaction makes the show, and I definitely appreciate you guys. So we will see you tomorrow morning. Look. If something pop off, look, I have a little bit of free availability right now. Look, I've been relaxing this week, you guys. And you know what? Let me go ahead and I'm gonna try to prep you guys, and definitely I want to get your feedback. So look. I'm a blessed woman. I'm a blessed woman. As are you
blessed
guys.
and never stressed.
Yeah, blessed and never stressed. Yes. And you guys, I have a new job. This week I've been relaxing, but I have a new
Congratulations! I
job.
said, hold it
New,
on longer.
is
Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations.
Thank you, Tamika. New job. Look, more money, more opportunity, things like that. And that actually is going to start on. Yeah, I guess this is the best time to tell you guys to get us prepped and get your feedback. So I will be starting this coming Monday, right? So with that, for the next 6 weeks, in this little training phase and things like that, it's supposed to be 6 weeks, you guys. I'm going to be working 8 to 4:30. Now, um, you guys let me know what would you guys like to do, because we can either discontinue our morning shows, because see, I don't know how early people get up. I really don't know how early people get up. And so I always did the morning show, kind of just get up a little earlier, and then you guys know that I kind of stopped 30 minutes before I actually started my work day. So that's how that's been going with the morning show, because I used to work from 10 to 6:30 p.m. So, with that being said, you guys y'all can think about it and let me know. We can either discontinue the morning shows, because like I said, I don't know everybody's schedule. I don't know who's going to be up or anything like that. Because we could always start them earlier. That's always the option. But that schedule I'm only going to have for 6 weeks, right? So I don't know. I'll give y'all time to think about it. And you know what I'll do is I'll put a poll. I'm gonna put a poll. So we'll figure out what we want to do collectively. And then after that 6 weeks, um, y'all know I wanted to keep my weekends and things like that. So this, my new company has a little crazy thing. So I'm basically gonna have the same schedule. And we can keep doing the shows when I get off because currently I do the shows 10 minutes after I log off. I try to be very consistent. So our evening shows, I do them literally 10 minutes after I get off work. But I'll be getting off later after the training phase or whatever. So
Can't
I'll
you
be
see
off.
everybody putting congratulations?
Yeah, thank you
Congratulations!
guys. Thank you guys. I appreciate that.
I
I
want to be like
appreciate
Candy
that.
when I get older, y'all. I want to
Look,
be like
look, I
Candy when I
love
get
more
older.
money. I love more money. So
More money,
anyway,
more money.
yeah. So after the training phase, you guys, then the evening shows would have to be later. Later.
So
Look,
Donicia said, I like the AM shows. It hits the day. Wait, sorry. It gets the day started on a positive note, but I'm new, so you new, but your opinion matters.
it definitely matters. So we'll try it out, you guys, and see what's happening. But so we can try. I'm definitely down. I'll be here. But the evening show, when it's all said and done, you guys, the evening show is gonna be later because I'll be getting off later in the evening, you guys. I won't be going to work until 11:30 a.m., but I won't be getting off until 8 p.m. So we can have a later PM show. There's always a possibility if you guys we can do a midday show, like a mid-morning show, something like that. So I'll put some options up and we'll all vote on them collectively. So just so I can see, like I want to know what works for you guys. If nobody's gonna be up early in the morning during my little 6 weeks phase, look, we might as well all get our rest. But I'm definitely willing to do a morning show because I'm gonna be up earlier. So it's no big deal. It'll be nothing different than what I do now. It's just gonna be earlier, like early, you guys. Like I literally, but
This
I
is my
still.
whole thing. This is your new adventure of your new job, and this was my opinion, guys. Only my opinion. I was like, why don't we halt the morning show and just have a longer evening show? Although we're going to do the evenings, then just have a longer evening show because then we have more hot topics on Shade Room and things like that. Not only that, you're starting a new adventure, so you need your mind fresh. So when
That
you
is
get up,
true.
meditate, and then that's when you start your work for 6 weeks. After 6 weeks, you already learn the job on the ins and the outs, and then you could do your hobby because remember, this is a hobby.
Oh
Remember.
yeah. Okay. Look, that is definitely something that's feasible and should work for everybody, especially if you're off in the evenings. We could have it like literally we could jump into it just like we do now. Like we could just stick with our evening shows, and the evening show, like for 6 weeks we can make the evening show earlier because like I said, I'll be getting off at 4:30, so we can have it shortly after that. And then afterwards, we can always work with that with our nighttime show. So we're going to get it finalized. Whatever it's going to be, you guys, I will definitely put it out there so everybody knows. And I'll have a consistent time just like we do now. Like, that's very important to me to have a consistent time. Like, because sometimes the notifications work, sometimes they don't work, this and that. People complain. I always try to keep it consistent because you always know that, hey, regardless, this is what time Candy's on. And so, it doesn't matter if notifications come or not. So we'll definitely get all that finalized. But I just wanted to let you guys know as far as the morning show is concerned, because like I said, I'm gonna be at work earlier during our little, period here for the next 6 weeks. So All right, you guys. I will let you know firmly, okay, what's going on. So, okay, you guys have a wonderful remainder of your day. Look, if something really jumps off, let me know. Cause look, I've been relaxing all week. I've been just chilling. Getting my mind right to, cause this is gonna be something totally new and different. Look, I had to just refresh my mind. So I've been ripping and running and just because I know I'm gonna be settled down in work mode, for a hot minute here. So thank you guys for all your congratulations. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And you guys, I will see you tomorrow morning. So with all this morning talk, there is gonna be a morning show regular time. So I will see you guys there. And you guys have a wonderful remainder of your night.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.